Welcome seekers, you have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. In this pick a card, we are going to be talking about what will happen in September of 2021. This is predictions, guidance, advice. So just anything that's going to essentially show up for September 2021, anything that Spirit wants to show us. So before we get started, I do want to remind you seekers to subscribe or sign up to my Patreon. You will unlock exclusive benefits. The link is down below, and I am offering private readings at this time. So if you are interested, the link once again will be below to my Etsy store so that you can place that private reading request. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, seekers. I'm excited for September. Anytime there's the turning of the seasons and we have fall coming, it's definitely an exciting time for me. For some reason it sparks something in me. It inspires me. So September is very special. We're gonna go ahead and start. So in front of you, you have three doors. All right, we have door number 1. Get a close-up of this door. We have door number 2. And we have door number 3. All right, so go ahead, take a moment, select the door that calls to you the most. I am going to include the timestamps in the description below for you seekers. Welcome group number 1 to your September 2021 predictions, guidance, advice from Spirit. What is going to happen? What is coming for this very beautiful and auspicious month of September 2021? So we have 3 oracle cards here. All right, we're going to start with the doors. Right, we're going to see what's behind this beautiful door that you picked. Distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Okay, interesting. And this is from the Ancestors Oracle deck. Let me go ahead and show you guys the box. Ancestors Oracle cards, Oracle deck. Let's see what the theme is for this month for you. Okay, psychic strength. Interesting. Psychic strength, shield, talismans, gold light. That is very interesting. All right, and then finally we have a key here. All right, this is your key for the month of September, and it is preservation. Okay, preservation. Interesting. So there is a message that preservation has for you, and I am going to deliver this message to you now. So I want you to look into the eyes of preservation as I deliver the message. This may not make sense, but it is true. When you refuse to receive, you are being selfish. If you truly long to experience success, then you must let go of the entire concept of success and failure. It is not your desire for money or outer recognition that you need to overcome. It is your fear of failure. I am here to encourage you to trust your instincts and reach beyond your comfort zone. The gift of preservation is all about preserving life itself, not just yourself. It requires that you learn from the ground, and it also requires that you tap into the wisdom of your ancestors. It asks you not to be afraid to learn and invest in something new, or to receive from those who inspire you. It's time to look at your life and determine what and who are worthy of your energy and good for the whole. See what you want to keep alive and honor that with your heart. And also make sure that you are asking the right questions. Where do you feel like a failure for this month? Ask yourself that. Do you intend to mistrust those who are different from you? Where are you flourishing in your life? What or who could use even more of your care, energy, and investment? And what are the things that you need to let go of? Okay, very powerful message from Preservation. This is a very interesting group here, because we do have this energy for the month of September for you, of shielding yourself against any kind of negative, dark, psychic energy that might come your way. And I feel that your ancestors are kind of highlighting this. They're kind of bringing to light the fact that there is some negativity that's potentially being thrown towards you. There is a little bit of darkness here, right? Which is why in some ways you're being asked to go through some ritualistic dance or process to shield yourself against that. And it could just be as easy as, just avoiding people that make you feel a certain way, avoiding certain things that unfortunately just aren't going to help you, or, and it takes a very deep examination of why you feel the way that you feel. Why is it that you are essentially, maybe some of you are a bit hopeless, and why is that? Why do you feel that, right? Why do you feel hopeless? Why do you feel that maybe life is without magic, or maybe there's something missing, right? So if you are that kind of person, if you are thinking of that constantly, it's important to ask yourself why. And many times it's because we've seen that with our family members, right? We've seen it around with the people that we choose to be around, that we hear their stories, and their stories are sorrowful, and so it's like, we tend to look at those stories and say, well, that can happen to me, or potentially that can be my reality. And it's not true. You are your own person. But I feel like for some of you, that is definitely going on, and this is the month where you kind of break free from that. I feel that this is the month where you distance yourself from things that aren't going to help you, aren't going to assist you in what is coming next in your life. So the Divine Doors Oracle card is interesting, right? We have here, the distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. So there's an energy here of manifestation. There's an energy for the month of September of you having some kind of vision, or you essentially knowing what you want and it being present for you, right? So, this could be in your career, this could be in just your personal life, right? We all have different ambitions, we all have desires, we all have dreams that we want to accomplish. Whatever that is for you, it looks like September is the month where you obtain it, or you make significant progress in obtaining that. So very interesting. And then, with preservation is really, my goodness, there's just such a deep message with preservation, because preservation is kind of challenging you for the month of September to really think critically what's holding you back, what's keeping you down. Preservation wants you to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself, be honest with everything that's happened in your life, and make decisions that are good for you, that should be made, and actually honor that, right? Also, don't be so difficult with yourself either. It's like, even though you may not overcome whatever limitations are oppressing you, it doesn't really matter, right? All that matters is that you're making progress. All that matters is that as you look and you try to compare yourself, make sure that you're comparing yourself with yourself on the previous day. Have you made any progress? Have you moved forward towards your goals? And so that is the best thing. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. I think preservation also wants you to preserve your energy, to preserve what you already have. Maybe there's going to be a tendency to want to destroy it, to want to bring it down, like this tower energy, where you just simply you're not happy or content, or maybe things just haven't moved quickly enough for you. So you're probably thinking something must be wrong. So I'm just going to go ahead and start new, break this down, and start from the ground up. And I think that, with preservation, what you're essentially is being told to you is that you don't need to do that with whatever it is that you're trying to build. All you need to do is continue, move forward. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot and see what the tarot reveals for this month. What is coming for this month? Let's take a look. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the Illuminati deck. All right, this is from Kim Huggins, Illuminati. It's the first deck that I ever owned, so it's near and dear to me. Let's go ahead and see what is coming for group number 1 for September 2021, Spirit. What is coming? Alright, so you've got some pretty chaotic cards here. You know, you definitely, I feel you're going to go through a bit of a change for this month of September. My goodness. You are definitely going to go through that change. And, you know, that change is going to be something that's going to really transform you and move you forward. This is you know, the bottom card is the Prince of Pentacles. And so, like, you know, when I look at this spread, you've got the Strength card reversed, the King of Wands reversed, the Six of Wands reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed. This is the month where you really cut off things that just are not helping you, all right? It's almost like with the coming of this month and the turning of the seasons, you're going to be psychically activated, all right? You're going to be psychically activated, where you're going to be given the ability to see things for what they are. And so if something isn't serving you, if something isn't helping you move forward, it will in some ways be highlighted to you. You're going to see it. It's going to be so obvious. And so you're going to make a change, right? And the reason I say that is because, number one, you've got from your ancestors this energy that they're going to want to give you for this month, this psychic strength, right? And it's right next to the Strength card, so that's interesting. But anyways, this psychic strength is something that's going to be activated for this month, and it's going to be given to you and essentially activated in you so that you can see the ensnarements and the darkness around you. So I feel group number 1, there's a lot of people that are around you that potentially shouldn't be there. Seven of Swords energy, you know, this is malignancy, right? This is malevolence. This is energies that are not helping you in any way. People that are talking behind your back, friends that choose to be your friend because they really just want information from you so that they can go and talk crap about you behind your back and you don't even know. So these types of people right here are going to be shown to you. You're going to catch them. You're going to see them for what they are. And, you know, once you see them with that magnificent psychic eye that's going to be essentially activated, you're going to make a decision. You are going to make a decision. You are going to be able to maybe distance yourself or maybe even leverage what they have done up until this point to essentially help you. And you know, I feel like one of the things that you've maybe missed or haven't fully understood is that these energies are giving or are helping your unsuccessfulness more than you think. You know, these people are really bringing you down. And I think that potentially you don't really truly see it. You know, maybe you don't really fully grasp how that's even possible. But, you know, the words are powerful. And sometimes when we choose to keep certain people around and they utter certain words to us, that can really just change our entire dynamic for the day, for the week, for the month, right? So it's important, and sometimes we don't even realize it. Sometimes it's just, you know, we start acting out in an unconscious matter, and we just start kind of being lesser than. And it's because of the things that we've picked up from our environment. And so, you know, this is the month where you're going to be shown a lot of things psychically. You're going to be shown where are the limitations, where are the roadblocks. You know, and it might be one of the reasons why we've got so many reversals and there's kind of a little bit of a chaotic energy is because once you are shown this, once you have the gift of sight and you can see it, it's going to be very illuminating. And then, you know, anytime there's that change or there's that decision making where you have to take action, there's always a little bit of friction, right? There's that friction whenever you start something new. And so, you know, it is going to be for your betterment. We have the Six of Wands here reversed, which just talks about success. And I feel like this is what essentially has been holding you back, right? These energies here, they've held you back from you being successful, from you being able to have what you want to have, from essentially you being able to manifest your desires. And we have that confirmation of lack of manifestation with the King of Wands here. All right, so your desire is to manifest. Your desire is to move forward with true authority, with the ability to essentially just be a master of your own domain. You want to be successful in all areas. But for some reason, there's been this ceiling, this block. And it is in many ways energetically, it's physical, it's mental, right? And so there's words that have been uttered that have kept you down, right? Words have power, and there is this transference of energy anytime somebody utters something against you or to you. And sometimes, there's people in your midst that you don't truly understand that they are being malevolent. They shroud themselves in a helpful light. They make it seem like they're there to help you, and that they're concerned, and that they care, right? And they're so good at this, right? Until you realize that they're playing you. And so I feel like psychically, you're going to come to the realization this month of that. And you're going to be shielded from it, right? So we've got here some keywords: shield, talismans, gold light. So it's almost like this psychic energy, this gold light that's going to surround you for the month, is going to not only give you the vision to see what's going on and what is essentially holding you back, but it is going to give you the strength and the ability to fight back against it, right? You're going to have a very strong spiritual backing for the month that kind of talks about strength. And so we have it here. We have this here with the strength card illustrated, right? This is the strength card that says you will persevere, you will be successful, no matter the energies that are around you, no matter the darkness that surrounds you. You will be shielded, you will be protected, and that protection is eternal. So my goodness, for some of you, it feels like this is the month where this psychic energy is activated in you. This awareness is something that your ancestors will bestow upon you, and I feel like maybe some of you are coming of age. Some of you have reached a certain point in your life where now this is what you are unlocking, and it's happening. And it's funny that it's happening in the turning of the seasons, from summer to fall. That's very, very powerful, very truly powerful. And I feel that there is, in some ways, energetically, a true blessing to be had there, right? It's like you are in tune with the seasons. Your ancestors are in tune with the seasons, and so this energy is happening at the turning of a season, and that's something that I find very enlightening. So anyways, it's going to lead towards strength, right? It's going to lead towards power. It's going to lead towards the ability to see things for what they are, dynamism, and preservation, really. You are going to be able to preserve what you have. And the reason why this is so important is because I feel that there are energies around you that are trying to bring you down, that are trying to energetically keep you in a certain place, not allow you to move forward and prosper and just be more than what you truly are. So this is truly powerful, right? And so we come right back to the distant dreams. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. So very beautiful. Let's go ahead and throw some more cards. I should have thrown this card at the very beginning, but I didn't. This is from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let me show you guys the box. Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what your spirit animal is for the month of September 2021. All right, so you have got dog spirit. Interesting. All right, so now the energies of the month are shifting towards your passions, right? Dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Number 19 breaks down to 10, and 10 is a very important number because this is a new cycle that's essentially starting. And we see it here, right? You are going to be activated psychically. So we've already talked about that. But what essentially this is telling you is that once you are activated, once you're able to essentially see, once that third eye is brought to the forefront, and you are able to essentially, identify what you need to do and who you need to let go of and what you need to keep, you are being reminded with this dog spirit to be loyal to what you love, right? So maybe there's going to be a tendency to say, okay, now that I know this, or I have this knowledge or this information, I want to start new. I want to start new with this information, like I don't want to go over this, or I don't want, it's like you want to now go through that tower energy and just bring it all down, right? And we go right back to preservation, right? Preserve what you have, preserve what you've essentially accomplished. And I feel like, right now, maybe some of you are saying, what is this person talking about, right? The only way for you to truly be able to understand this is for you to go through this month, because it is going to be a bit intense. It's unclear how this psychic strength, this psychic awareness is going to affect you. So, the more that you move into the month, with the passing of each day, the energy with this psychic strength is going to increase until the actual turning of the season. I believe that's September 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. By then, I think that the transformation will be complete, and you're going to be able to understand, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I've been missing. This is what I've essentially been wanting, but didn't know how to do it, and now I do. So I'm going to try and now recreate everything, right? This could be in your love life. This could be with your projects. This could be in your career. This could be in everything, right? Your creative endeavors, your ideas, everything. So you are being reminded with dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. And I would venture to say, make sure that you are potentially maybe watching this reading again, towards the end of the month, so that you can maybe, just really think long and hard, okay, what exactly happened, and how is it that this reading affected that, or how is it that I've changed, or what is it that I've learned, So go through that exercise so that you can essentially just kind of put your thoughts together. Journaling is another very important thing. If something new is shown to you, go ahead and write that down, journal it, very important. If you don't own a journal, buy one. It's very, very important, right? If you have any dreams also, make sure that you're writing those dreams down. Dream significance, or the, the meaning of dreams. Like if you see something in that dream, like for example, a dog, or you see a certain animal, make sure that you're looking for the meaning of that animal. And that way you can gain an interpretation of what is going on, right? I feel like your ancestors want to truly guide you towards something for this month. And a lot of you are being activated energetically, right? You're either coming on age, or you are essentially, you've reached a new place of awareness. And now it's time, because you need this. You need this psychic energy to take you to where you're going. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards. We're going to throw a card from the newer oracle deck, the Fairy Temple Oracle. Let's see what the Fairy Temple Oracle is going to reveal to us. Let's see. All right, so what do we need to focus on? Higher consciousness, you see? Do you see what I am telling you? So yeah, that's your theme again for the month, higher consciousness, right? Awaken, expand, enlighten, right? Like that is your energy for the month. You are going to be enlightened. There's new information that's going to be available to you. The fact that we've got here a representation of winter tells me that this energy that's about to come into your life is going to serve you very well come winter. So again, this is definitely something that's going to awaken you to something completely new ideas, new higher ways of thinking. It's almost like you're going to get a download from spirit. You are going to be able to truly see what is in front of you, what's been lacking, what's available, what isn't. It's like there is going to be an expansion of consciousness for you. And this is going to lead you towards achieving, right? It's going to lead you towards your dreams. I feel like some of you potentially know what you want. You have that dream, right? You see it. It's like, this is what I want, Spirit. This is what I'm truly manifesting. You visualize it, right? You've been visualizing it, you've been seeing it, you've been living it. Some of you have been doing that work, but you don't essentially understand why it's not happening. And so Spirit for this month is pretty much telling you, and with your ancestors, the reason why it's not happening is because you don't see the traps around you. You don't see the energy drainers. You don't see the energy vampires. You don't see what's draining you of your resources all around. And so in order for you to make it to that level, in order for you to manifest these dreams, you need to be able to see those so that you can avoid them, right? You can avoid the pitfalls. So what you're missing in your life right now is this psychic strength. It's going to be available to you. You're going to see clearly. You're going to be able to identify everything that needs to be identified. It's going to be made available to you. So higher consciousness, awaken, expand, enlighten, truly, truly dynamic energy. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more cards. Let's try and get a little advice from the self-love. The self-love oracle. And then after this, we're going to throw a lover's oracle card, and we're going to get a love message from the lover's oracle. But let's first start with this one, and let's see what the message here is. Rest. Okay, interesting. So you've got here rest, and this card reads, divine timing is always spot on. Surrender control and take a break. Rest. All right, so here you get a close-up in case you want to freeze and read. This is very powerful, all right? And so I feel that this card, it needed to come out, and it's beautiful that it did, because this is the balancing message for you, right? This reading has a lot of energy that essentially is being kind of injected into the into you, to the person watching this. Like, I am essentially telling you that you are going to be activated energetically. And so whenever you hear a message like that, there is some anxiety that comes. It's like, oh my goodness, how do I prepare for this? What do I do? What do I need to do? Is there some, it's like all these questions start racing. How is this going to shape my life? And you start asking yourself this. It's like your internal dialogue just goes times 20, right? You start asking yourself all these questions. And so the message with this oracle card is to not worry, right? To rest. And remember that this energy that's coming to you is being kind of divinely orchestrated, right? This is something that's been planned. This is going to come to you for this month with the turning of the seasons, because it is time for change, right? And everything that you've worked towards has brought you to this point. So really, you don't need to do anything additionally. All you need to do is really receive it, right? And the way to receive it is simply just resting your mind, not overthinking it, not even, putting too much thought or any kind of, dark energy or anything that makes you feel that you are, restless, or maybe wanting to gain understanding, but, it's just, you don't know. All of that needs to be put aside. You don't need to worry about these things, right? So remember, surrender your control, take a break. Divine timing is always spot on. Let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards. We're going to start with the Moon Magic mini cards. Let's see what we get. This is your affirmation for the month, group number 1. Your affirmation for the month is, I know my shadow side, and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. Wow. Look at that, group number 1. I mean, I'm telling you, this is a powerful month for you guys. Very powerful month for you seekers. So that is your affirmation. And I mean, that is the perfect representation of what this reading has been telling us to this point, right? I know my shadow side, and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. And that's the one thing that I didn't talk about, your shadow side. So this psychic energy, this psychic strength that will be available to you is also going to show you what's essentially been hindering you, what's keeping you back. You're going to be able to shine a light to your shadows, and those shadows are essentially going to be dispersed, right? you're going to be able to take care of them. And I feel like with this rest card, you're not even going to have to try all that hard. It's just going to be, it's almost going to be like turning on a switch, right? You turn on a switch and the light turns on and boom, that's it. There's light, right? There's no more darkness. So it almost feels like it's going to be that quick. You don't really need to do anything additional. Just receive it, right? Receive that power, receive that energy. My goodness. So this is truly a very beautiful month for you, group number 1. There's a lot of transformation that's going to take place. There's definitely a strong presence here from spirit, your ancestors. It's almost like they're going to want to guide you, right? Take you by the hand and show you what's coming next and what is going to assist you, what's going to help you. My goodness. So really just bask in this energy, right? Bask in this energy. Allow it to come into your life. You know, don't fight against it. All right, so I did also promise a lover's oracle. So let's go ahead and get a love message for the month. I know that a lot of you seekers, you definitely tune in for love readings. You love the love readings. So we're going to go ahead and throw a lover's oracle and just get a love message for the month. Let's see what we get here. All right, so your love message for this month is, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. All right. My goodness. So, I mean, that is definitely a very, very beautiful card, very powerful card, because I feel like, it's exactly what needs to happen for this month. It's almost like a spirit is telling you, like, listen, this month is already going to bring a lot of information into you. Like, this is the month where you're going to be activated psychically, energetically. So it almost feels like this isn't the kind of month where you just start a completely new relationship or you meet your soulmate. It doesn't have that kind of feel. This is a month where you are activated energetically, psychically, so you start seeing things and you start kind of shaping your life in the way that you want so that you can achieve your dreams and things just become a bit easier for you. So this is a month where you yourself are going to be aware, and there's a lot of internal work that's going to take place, a lot of shadows that are going to be revealed and eradicated. So beautiful. All right, so that brings us to the very end of the reading. Thank you for watching, my beautiful seekers. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a part of the channel. Subscribe for more pick a card videos like this. Thank you. Don't forget to give the video a like as well. Like, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2 to September's 2021 monthly predictions, guidance, advice. So we have 3 oracle cards here. We're going to go ahead and reveal each one. Before we do, just want to remind you seekers to subscribe to this channel for many more pick a card videos like this, and give this video a like as well. Thank you, seekers. All right, so you picked a very beautiful door. It's more like a gate, really, but really beautiful. Let's see what's behind this door for this month. A note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus. Foundation and goal blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Interesting. So we're going to talk about that now. Let's reveal the other card. Now, this card is from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get a message from your ancestors for the month, potentially what the focus should be. All right, so here we are. Spirit guides, okay. Insight, guidance, purpose. Oh boy. Very powerful message there. All right, now this is the key for the month. All right, this is from the Wisdom Keeper's Inner Guide. And it's essentially going to represent the key for your month. Let's see what the key is. It's strength. Okay, wow. All right, so I want you to look into the eyes of strength. All right, this card has a very, very distinct message for you, and I'm going to provide that to you. So look into the eyes of strength. I come to acknowledge your strength and to ask you to purify your heart by liberating yourself from the war in your mind. Be careful not to mistake the people around you for your enemies. Your true enemies are your own misguided thoughts, your reactive emotions, and everything in you that wrestles you away from the present moment. It's time to stop trying to force things to go a certain way just because your mind tells you so. Stay open to outside influence. Keep tuning into the natural world around you. Listen for the flow of life, and you shall tap into it. There is an inexhaustible reserve of inner strength deep in your belly. It is greater than you can possibly imagine. Wow. All right, a very powerful message from strength. My goodness. So, looking at these cards, right? And they representing the key to your month, or not the key, but the theme for your month of September 2021. I see here guidance. I see here transformation. I see purpose, right? So it's definitely for a lot of you, you're going to receive information for this month that's going to lead you to understand why you were born, right? I believe that we all have a purpose. I believe that we are here to fulfill something, even if it's just to heal from a past life. Doesn't matter. We all have a purpose, right? And so I think that some of you potentially are looking for that purpose, or maybe you want confirmation of that purpose. You want insight into what's next, what should be done, how should it be done, and when. And I feel that this month is very important because you are going to receive information regarding that. You are going to receive information that's going to help you and assist you move forward and make decisions that benefit you. Now, one of the reasons why we've got this this oracle card is because essentially you are going to in some ways be given insight into what is coming, right? So we've got here also an eagle. The eagle represents vision. It represents a sense of knowing what's up ahead. There's also this visionary kind of energy with the eagle as well, where they can take these vast, wondrous ideas, apply them real time, and gain some kind of result out of them. So there is in many ways going to be this energy of guidance, insight, perseverance. Now, with the strength card, you are being told that there are people around you that want to help you. There are people around you that want to assist. There are people around that want to potentially show you something. So this is the month to be open, as far as advice goes. This is the month to be open, willing, and able, and understanding. I feel that you, group number 2, you are wise enough, you are intelligent enough, and you are advanced enough to the point where you can identify what is not good for you, what's good and what's bad, right? You have that insight, you have that knowing. And so now this is the month where you're being tasked with potentially listening to people, hearing and listening more than actually speaking. There's information that needs to be given to you for this month. That information is going to serve as a guidance into what's coming next. Now, interestingly enough, you've got here a note on love. So there's definitely a strong love message for this month. And we're going to throw a Lover's Oracle card to give us more information on this. But, a note on love, right? Seek different seasons and enter into unknown when love is the focus, right? So it's almost like if you're being told that you might potentially be involved in a new relationship for this month, right? Now, love doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be a soulmate. Love can be the love of a friend, the love of someone that essentially is going to be a partner in some way. It could be a business partner. There's many types of loves, right? The love of a sibling or the love of a family member. So anyways, the fact that we've got this note on love tells me that there are people around you that want to help you and assist you. There's people that are going to be coming into your life that are going to, in some ways, just elevate you forward, right? And they're going to be a blessing, to your body, to your mind, and to your soul. So that's very interesting. Let's go ahead and throw a Lover's Oracle, and then we're going to throw some tarot just to get a deeper understanding of what is coming for the month. But first, we're going to do a Lover's Oracle. Let me show you guys the box for the Lover's Oracle. Here it is. And let's shuffle and throw. We're just going to throw one so that we can clarify this note on love. All right, here we are. So the message is secret admirer. Oh boy, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Ho, 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 ho. So group number 2, it looks like this month you're gonna find out who your secret admirer is. That is so interesting. So you're gonna find out who your secret admirer is. You know, and I think that you don't even know. You know, I think that potentially this might come as a surprise to you. You know, there's definitely an energy here of being surprised, right? Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on, so you have no idea. So this is a secret admirer that more than likely is going to reveal their face. Now it's interesting because you are, with the note of love, being told that you are going to in some ways enter into the unknown, right? So there's maybe a potential for a relationship here. This card is also talking about foundations and goals. So, you know, maybe your goal is to find this soulmate, or to find, or to be in a relationship, or to, you know, potentially just be a part of a relationship. So if that's it, then I think that this might be it, you know, and you are being tasked with potentially seeking. So I feel like what you're being asked to do is, when this person reveals themselves to you for the month, ask questions, right? Really just get to the bottom of it. And when I say bottom of it, I just mean like make sure that you are interacting with this person. I think that there's just so much more that this person might have to offer you. So very interesting. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. My goodness. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot and see what else we get. So we're going to go ahead and use the Illuminati tarot deck. This is from Kim Huggins. It's one of the first tarot deck that I ever owned. I love using it. So let's go ahead and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What is going to come for the month of September for group number 2, Spirit? Okay. All right. All right, all right. So, interesting cards here, very interesting. All right, so you've got the Princess of Swords, you've got the Chariot reverse, and you've got the 5 of Swords upright as well, and the Hermit upright. So that's interesting. What I am seeing here is that for this month, you are going to be given the opportunity to express yourself in some area. So for those of you that are, you know, involved in potentially, you know, you're a writer or creation, you know, you're a creator, I think that this is a month where you overcome some challenges, right? The Princess of Swords, I see her overcoming this 5 of Swords energy here that gets in her way and keeps her from being successful, which is why we've got the Chariot reverse. So I feel like you are going to be able to overcome some kind of obstacle that has held you back, some kind of writer's block, some kind of creative block that has been really hindering you. And I think, you know, it works beautifully with the spirit guides energy, right? Insight, guidance, purpose. So this is something that you are going to overcome. This is the month where you gain inspiration. And again, you know, anytime it's a month where the seasons are turning, right? There's just so much energy, energetically. It's just such a powerful month. And I saw it with group number 1 as well, you know, so very interesting. But I feel that the tendency for this month for you is going to be the Hermit, right? So the tendency is going to be for you to go into your cave and to explore, right? To explore yourself, your psyche, to bring light to the shadows that are hindering you and keeping you down or back. The Hermit is a master explorer. And also there's this energy here of, you know, with the Prince of Swords, we see it here, The Prince of Swords is almost, looking at the Hermit, so there's a progression forward into the unknown, but there's so much potential in that unknown. And I feel that that potential is in your creative outlet, your creative work. I think that through this introspection, through this internal understanding or internal search for the truth, you're going to be able to find something truly dynamic that you can maybe put on paper, and it's going to assist you, and again, this could be more than likely in your career. It's going to be in your creative pursuits, your outlet type. There's this energy of unsuccessfulness going around you, circulating you. And the fact that the Princess of Swords is looking away from this, and that the Hermit is walking away from this energy over here, tells me that you are getting away from this. You're getting away from the conflict in your mind, right? This conflict of, I don't know, am I good enough? Is this ever going to pass? Are things going to work out for me? You're getting away from that. This energy there of essentially a divided mind leads to the Chariot reversed. The Chariot reversed essentially means not moving forward, not being successful, not doing what you essentially have planned to do. And, unfortunately, this is the Chariot that it's not successful, right? The Chariot reversed. This is a Chariot that just stands there, doesn't move, doesn't do anything. And so I feel like for a lot of you, you've been kind of experiencing that, where you've wanted to do something, you've wanted to move forward, you've wanted to be successful, but it's just you've been held back, right? So interestingly enough, you are stepping away from that. That's another thing that's happening. I don't want to get away from your secret admirer and your possible new relationship. I mean, that's huge. Definitely huge. But, there is definitely transformation that's taking place here. The fact that your secret admirer and this love connection is showing up, it could very well mean that, this admirer, this love could inspire you or just add to that inspiration. And now, one of the reasons why Strength card wants you to ask questions, and one of the reasons why, a note on love is asking you to seek, right? Seek from the secret admirer, is because the tendency for this month is going to be the Hermit. So you're going to want to not talk so much with people. You're going to want to not be around people, right? You're going to want to just go into your cave, your hermit cave. You're going to want to go into your hermit mode, internal. And so I think that this isn't the month to do that. I think that this is the month to essentially allow for the energies around you to help you, to assist you, right? So there might, there is a little bit of fighting against what you want to do. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It is towards your benefit. And I feel that, with the Strength card, it's only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make you wiser. It's only going to make you better. So make sure that when you identify who that secret admirer is, you make sure that you're asking questions, right? Make sure that you are potentially spending time with them. I think that there's just something there. If they are showing up in this reading so powerfully, there is definitely something there to explore, and it is to your benefit to explore completely that connection. All right, so we're going to throw some oracle cards. So let's start with the Fairy Temple Oracle. All right, this is one of the newer oracle decks. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle. And we're going to throw one card. All right, we've got Shine. All right. Shine, shine, shine. Look at this. So the message here is shine, open up, stand out, realize, right? This is interesting, especially since you're going to be in hermit mode for the month. So, it's definitely, again, we just talked about this, right? It's kind of fighting against what you want to do, for the benefit of what the month has to offer you, right? So you are being tasked with opening up. You're being tasked with standing out. You are being tasked with realizing that there's just so much around you, right? And for some reason, it's going to benefit you to shine. So don't hold back. Don't be the kind of person that just simply stays quiet. Potentially, what you're being asked to do here is to have a good balance between the two. If you are around people, make sure that you are, listening to them. Make sure that you are essentially understanding. Get out of your head. There's going to be a tendency to, when you're around people, to want to, just be in your head and just have that internal dialogue, and maybe potentially examine yourself or situations. But really, you're being tasked with stepping into that moment and being present, and just trying to take as much as you can from that conversation and that person, right? And then when they're not around, go into that hermit mode. Just do a little deep examination of what was said, and what was, why is that so important or relevant to your life, and how can that benefit you, And I feel that maybe this is the perfect ingredient, right? The 1-2 punch for you to be able to identify that secret admirer, which I feel that they are going to reveal themselves to you this month. So I don't think that there's much that you need to do in that regard. But anyways, let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards. We're going to go ahead and throw a card from the Animal Oracle. I was going to throw this at the very beginning, but I always forget to do that with this deck. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle. I call it Baron Reed. So we're going to see what your animal guide is for the month of September, and we're going to see what that animal guide essentially has for you as far as knowledge and advice and guidance. Oh, you've got the hummingbird. I like that. Beautiful, beautiful hummingbird. Love the hummingbird. So, the hummingbird is a beautiful animal. This is the energy of be here now, right? Be here now. And again, it goes beautifully with the card that we just threw. Open up, stand out, right? Realize. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, you are being asked to be as present as you possibly can be. You're being asked to enjoy the moment as much as possible. Potentially, there might be a tendency to want to not do that. There might be a tendency to think of the past, or maybe the future, and when you do that, you tend to be a bit unbalanced, right? You tend to be, if you live too much in the past, you tend to have a little bit of depression. If you're thinking too much of the future, then you tend to have a bit of anxiety. And so what you need to do for this month, as far as your advice from these oracle cards, is to be present. Be here now. Live in this moment, right? Enjoy this present moment. And that will lead you to identifying potentially some shadows, right? The hermit is a master shadow worker. This is the hermit that finds the darkness within, is able to eradicate that darkness, and is able to see clearly, to the point where now they're eradicating shadows on the outside that might potentially harm them, which again, I feel that you are already a master of that, because you've got this energy here of vision. So you do have a sense of knowing. So it's only just, I feel with this month, this is the month where you in some ways find a little bit of what you are destined to become, maybe your purpose. I feel that maybe potentially this secret admirer has really truly something to offer you, which is why you're being asked to, allow them in, talk to them a little bit more. If it doesn't develop into a romantic relationship, it could very well be a very strong, beautiful friendship, maybe even a business partnership. You never know what this can turn into. So just don't be dismissive, right? Don't be that person, don't be the kind of person that says, if it's not this, then it can't be anything, right? So be here now, enjoy this present moment, and it's going to assist you. You're going to realize something about yourself that's going to move you forward. It will complete you, body, mind, soul, and you are at the end of this month going to feel in many ways blessed energetically. Again, we've got this writer's block, this creative block that's you're stepping away from. So there's just so much potential for this month. There really is, group number 2. There's so much potential. I think that the only thing that might keep you in a certain place that you don't want to be is yourself, right? It's yourself, and being a bit unbalanced, and potentially not being in the here and now, and not receiving. There's just so much that's going to be coming to you, right? So just be aware of the energies that are going to be surrounding you, the people, right? What they say, how they say it, when they say it. Be present. If you're invited to go out somewhere, this is the month to do so, right? This is the month to take that trip. This is the month to actually do these things. And you could strike a good balance between doing that and hermit energy, deep analysis of those moments when you are alone, when you are free, instead of distracting yourself with television, or distracting yourself with your phone and social media, which is really just depressing you and filling you with anxiety. Just go through that deep examination, right? Think of yourself, think of your life. And I feel that there's just so much that you can do with that hermit energy and this energy of being present and available. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more cards. We're going to throw a card from the Self-Love Oracle. Let's see what messages we get from that. Let's shuffle. And let's see what advice we have for this month of September 2021 for you. Be nimble. Wow. Okay. You are being asked to be nimble. Interesting. All right. So the message here is when we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in unexpected forms. Interesting, right? So let's see. So you can pause and read if you like, but this is a very, very interesting card for this month, right? So, this card is for those of you that potentially are in need of some help, right? Maybe there is a project that you're trying to complete, but you can't because there are limitations and things that are in your way. It could be financial in nature. It could just very well be logistics, right? It's hard for you to accomplish something because you can't rise up to the challenge of actually being able to get there. It could be something to do with that, but you are being tasked with flexibility for this month. Again, this is the month where people want to help you, right? We saw it in the Strength card. There's an energy of help. There's an energy of people coming to you, talking to you, in some ways assisting you, wanting to be present for you. With the Hermit energy and with this Five of Swords and these things that are going on, there's a tendency for you to want to not accept it and stay within. But I feel that if you do that, you're going to miss out on something very important. So this is the month, again, to be open, right? When we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it, right? So potentially maybe you've prayed to Spirit, or you've asked Spirit for something, or you're visualizing something that you really truly want. But in order for you to have it, there has to be something that's accomplished, right? There has to be an accomplishment in some area of your life. And the only way to be able to reach that is by accepting the help in an unexpected form. And I feel that it is going to come for this month, so just be ready for it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw another oracle card. Two more oracle cards. Let's see, we're going to do the Earthcraft. We're going to do the Earthcraft Oracle. Let's go ahead and throw just one card and see if there's any other themes that we can add to this. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're just going to shuffle again. All right. Spirit, help us out here. All right. So we have got here Sacred Temple. Interesting. All right, so this is a very interesting card. Very interesting. And the number 25, for some reason, it showed up twice, right? Like I'm looking at another number, 25, and now I'm looking at 25. So there's a strong energy here of 25, and I feel like, this is a symbolism of almost being there, reaching the end of a cycle, and finding something new. Some of you, just some of you, are looking to move. There's a move that's taking place. All right, it's like you're looking for a place to move to. Potentially, I think that this month you might make some progress in this area. I think that this is the month where you get some news. Maybe if you're looking to buy a home, or if you're looking to just simply move, right, because you feel like it needs to happen. I feel that this is going to happen for this month, right? So this energy right here of writer's block and moving away from this doesn't necessarily have to mean that, it's a creative pursuit. It could very well mean that challenges and obstacles that have kept you stuck in the same place are being removed so that you can move towards your new place, right? We've got the Princess of Swords, we've got the Hermit moving in the same direction, going towards a certain destination. But remember, people want to help you, okay? Don't be proud. This is not the month to be proud. People do want to help you. And so I feel with this sacred temple, I feel like, you are going to be able to find a place, find a home. This is definitely a message for some of you. But ultimately, we do have a note of love, right? We've got here body, mind, and soul, foundations. I feel like your sacred temple is your body, right? That's your sacred temple. And I feel like this is the month where you're going to do a little bit of healing. Energetically, it's going to essentially, just in many ways going to heal something inside of you, right? And so it's just going to allow you to see things clearly, to express yourself differently. It's going to give you a bit more energy. You're going to feel more vibrant, and it'll lead you into this energy here of insight, realization, standing out, being present, and really being strong, right? It's being a strong person that is able to just integrate many different aspects of life and just integrate them successfully for the creation of something new. So interesting energy. We're going to go ahead and throw one more oracle card. This is going to be from the minis. So the Moon Magic mini cards. These are affirmations, right? Little mini affirmations. So we're going to see what your affirmation is for the month of September 2021. Here we are. So your affirmation is, I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. Wow. I love that energy. This is the final message from Spirit, and it is a powerful one. Spirit is essentially telling you with this that you are in many ways going to be protected from any troubles, any problems that might come your way. This is Spirit stepping in and saying, hey, don't worry. Don't think that things are going to be a problem or a burden or a bother. It's like, no, things are going to work for you. Things are going to work out very beautifully for you. There is an energy here of your spirit guides assisting you, right? That's something that I didn't talk about enough at the beginning of the reading. Spirit guide energy. Your spirit guides are watching you. They're observing what you're going through, right? Which is why we've got that attentive look, right? From the Native American and the eagle. They're both looking at the same destination, very focused, very attentive to what's happening. And so it's like your spirit guides are looking at you very, very, very closely. They're observing what you're going through. And it's almost like they're telling you, listen, we know what you need. We know what needs to take place in your life. We're making it happen. Just please make sure that you are listening to this advice. Make sure that you are essentially accepting the help when that help is presented to you, because a lot of the times those people that you're being offered help from are being inspired by your spirit guides. And I think that your spirit guides know that you are strong enough and powerful enough to have vision and understand energetically who are the people that are essentially there to help you genuinely or not. Right? So the fact that you're telling them no potentially is because you're shy, or you don't want to show your hand, or you're just shy about something, and maybe there's a little bit of pride going on here. Or Hermit energy never wants to be bothered, right? Hermit energy is the energy that says, no, I got it. I'll figure it out. It might take me it might take me some time, but I will figure it out. So that's beautiful, right? Hermit energy is beautiful, but for this month you are being tasked with potentially, going against that a bit and accepting that help. So be nimble. All right, so that is what I see here. Group number 2. Thank you for watching. Also, don't forget I am offering private readings at this time. You will have to go through my Etsy store in order to place that private reading, and also sign up for my Patreon. I am offering I'm offering exclusive benefits. Also, you'll be entered for a chance to win a private reading with me. I do a raffle every month for my patrons. So join me on Patreon. The link is down below. Thank you, seekers. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your September 2021 monthly reading, where we are going to essentially be talking about, predictions, guidance, advice for the month. Now, you picked a very beautiful, beautiful door. All right? Very beautiful. Let's see what's behind it. Offerings, abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see how love can come around. All right, I like that. I really like that message. All right, so these 2 oracle cards, the first one is from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle, so here's the box. And this is going to essentially be a message from your ancestors that they want to deliver for the month, or at the very least, something that they are going to offer you for this month. So let's see what that is. Reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, harvest. Wow. Okay, I like that. All right, so we're going to talk about that now, but before we do, let's go ahead and reveal what your key for the month is going to be. This is from the Wisdom Keepers Oracle deck, and let's see what your key for the month is. Versatility. You have got a lot of green for this month, and we're going to talk about that now, but first I want to deliver to you the message of versatility. All right, so I want you to look into the eyes of this oracle card, and the message that this oracle card has for you is, when I look into your eyes, I see a great potential for talent and versatility. I am here to remind you that although talent requires persistent effort, everything gets easier when you take a stand for your true passion. Trust in your enthusiasm. Risk being different. Learn to let people down. I promise you, finding time to do what you love will get easier. Finding your people will get easier. Asking for help will get easier. Sharing your fears will get easier. Even hard work will get easier, because everything you do will be filled with love. Eventually, your knowledge and skills will become such a deep part of you that you'll be playing and improvising with life itself. Service and sustainability will just naturally happen. You are more ready than you know. Wow. So that is a powerful message from versatility. And again, I'm seeing a lot of green here. And green essentially talking about offerings and abundance. So my goodness, there's a very strong potential here for true prosperity, group number 3. I feel that you are working towards something, all right, or you will start a project that will bring you an incredible amount of prosperity. And it's going to, in some ways, assist people in a very dynamic kind of way, which is why I feel there's so much green here. It's almost like you are going to be able to help people heal from whatever problems they're going through. But ultimately for this month, there is an energy of abundance. So you might actually have some money coming in from unexpected sources. You might actually have some kind of inheritance coming in. You also might, for those of you that are potentially looking for a job, or you may be looking to switch careers, you're going to definitely get some news for this month of that happening, because there's an energy here of true abundance, financial abundance, right? Now, another message that I'm seeing here is for you to reconnect with Mother Earth, right? So reconnect with Mother Earth is the message from this oracle card. That is a message from your ancestors, right? That is a message that they are trying for you to really bring into this month. And so I feel like they're asking you to go out into nature a little bit more. So that message should be very important for those of you that have stayed indoors for just way too long. For those of you that are just so connected to technology that you haven't gone out, it's like you just prefer staying indoors, right? Or maybe you're staying indoors because of a fear of what's going on in the world. There's a tendency to sacrifice the outdoors and sacrifice Mother Earth because we tell ourselves that it's not necessary, we don't need it. But your ancestors are telling you that you do need it. There is healing energy in nature, and there's also abundance in nature. And so sometimes there's energy that needs to be transferred, that needs to be injected into us. And the only way for us to receive that energy is for us to step out into nature to receive it. We can't receive it if we're staying indoors, if we're staying cooped up. So you need to go out into nature, find a place, where you can breathe in that awesome air. There's definitely a lot that nature has to offer you and wants to offer you. So your spirit guides are asking you to step out. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot cards and just get a deeper sense of what exactly is being told to us here. So we're gonna go ahead and utilize the Illuminati tarot deck from Kim Huggins. This is one of the first decks that I owned. More green, interestingly enough. Let's go ahead and see what is coming for this month for you, group number 3. What is coming towards you? What is coming towards you? Wow. Wow. Yeah, money, money, money. Money. There's definitely money coming your way. Again, jobs, career, there's money coming. You've got the King of Pentacles upright. The Ace of Pentacles reversed just kind of tells us that there's been a period of inactivity that has hindered you or kept you from being able to prosper financially. And so that is being removed. Those limitations are being taken away, right? Those limitations are just being completely broken through. And you're going to reach a new ceiling. You're going to reach a new place, potentially. And it's going to lead to a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. It's like you've really been needing this because it's been affecting your family, right? So we've got, 10 of Cups energy here. We've got a beautiful family. And the fact that this beautiful family showed up reversed just tells me that, the family has been suffering. The family has been upset for some reason. And this could be lack of money, lack of resources, the fact that maybe somebody lost a job or things haven't moved in the right direction, investments just haven't been precise, or unfortunately there's been this lack of abundance, right, in your life. And it's been a problem, and I feel that a lot of you potentially are just people that maybe don't put too much weight on these things, right? It's like you don't really care. But unfortunately, you have had some difficult and rough patches, right? Where things would have gone much better if you would have had a little bit more of a financial footing or financial foundation, right? So this is the month where you start working on that, right? And again, we've got a message here. Abundance lies in the heart that allows and shares more than expected, right? So there is also this energy here of potentially working, offering yourself to work, to actually go and step forward. So it feels like any effort that you put in this month is going to be rewarded very handsomely. So this is the month to step up. This is the month to be of value. The King of Pentacles again solidifies this, right? This is the influx of cash and abundance, right? So you've got here a king with 2 bulls in the background, which essentially it's a symbol of potency. It's a symbol of vitality. It's a symbol of versatility, which we already have that keyword here. So there's definitely an energy of true success for you for the month. Again, we see here just how exciting this is going to feel and be for you. The sun energy tells us that you are going to feel very, very, very happy with this, joyous, content. There's an energy here of just being able to enjoy your life and feeling like, my goodness, this is the beginning of something greater, right? This is the beginning of true prosperity. This is the beginning of happiness. Obviously, happiness comes from a much deeper source than just financial, but it helps, right? To be able to know that there's going to be this financial blessing to be able to fund certain things in your life is very important. So, it's interesting that we've got the offerings card, and then we've got Mother Nature and reconnecting with Mother Nature. So it's almost like if your spirit guides are telling you, or your ancestors are telling you, listen, you need to give a little offering to Mother Nature. You need to be able to go out and offer your time to Mother Nature. Again, I feel very strongly, this is something that I believe very deeply. I believe that there are energies within Mother Earth that the only way that we can obtain them is for us to step out and connect, So when you go and you find a place and you find this, I don't know, maybe a beautiful oasis or an ocean or a river or a lake, spend some time there, right? Really just look around and just see just how beautiful Mother Earth is. And in some ways, at the very least, you'll be able to somehow ground yourself and energetically pick up on that balancing energy that Mother Earth has to offer you. Because I feel that potentially, one of the reasons that you have experienced this energy of sorrow, I feel like maybe it might even be health-wise. Some of you are not doing very well with your health, which is why the Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Some of you are not doing very well emotionally, which is why the Ten of Cups is reversed. Your family's not doing very well emotionally. These things are coming into your life because of lack of activity, lack of stepping out into Mother Earth, lack of getting some sunshine, right? Getting that vitamin D from the sun. So it's interesting because we actually have the sun here. So, if you are someone that potentially are, going through some health issues or health troubles, it's time for you to get out, right? It's time for you to go into Mother Earth, connect with Mother Earth, touch the trees, see yourself receiving energy from those trees, healing energies. There is nothing more healthy, more vibrant than a tree that lasts thousands and thousands of years and is still strong. So there's healing energy from that. So really just embrace that. Don't think that this is something menial. No, this is very important. This is something that your ancestors want you to really take into account, okay? Something about your line, something about you energetically that does very well in nature. Okay, so it's important for you to step out and receive that healing energy. You're doing yourself more harm than good by staying indoors. All right, and I know that might sound counterproductive to some people because it's like, well, there's a deadly virus out there, right? Don't listen to that. It's like you don't need to be around people to connect with Mother Earth, but you really do need to connect with Mother Earth for your own health. So that's very important. Take that into consideration. Let's go ahead and throw a Lover's Oracle. We're going to see if there's any love messages for this month. So Lover's Oracle card. And the reason we're doing this is because we did get a bit of a message here about love, right? You're being told to share more than expected and see love come around. See love come around. So potentially, let's get some clarity on that. Let's see if maybe there is something, someone coming into your life, or maybe if there's just a love message. Let's just see. All right, so here is your love message, and we've got passion. My goodness. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Oof. Boy, oh boy. So, there's an energy of passion for this month, right? I feel like there might be a strong, maybe fling, or maybe just a connection that's really very, very, I would say, fun, right? It's like there's definitely something going on this month where you might meet someone, and this relationship might essentially start off very fiery, right? There's a very strong energy here of sex with that magnetic and seductive energy. So that's interesting there. So keep that in mind. Also, the fact that we've got Mother Earth, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got this health, right? I think that maybe for those of you that potentially are lacking that in some ways, if you're able to step into Earth, if you're able to do this, we've already talked about what you need to do, it will help you in this area if there is a lack of that as well. All right, so let's see, now that we've got this kind of Earth theme going on, we're going to go ahead and reveal an Earthcraft Oracle card. And let's see what the Earthcraft Oracle cards have to tell us. Here we are. The Ancients. Okay, that's interesting. The Ancients, number 36. This is very, very interesting. You know, group number 3, I can't help but, you know, shake this feeling. It's overwhelming, right? That you are in some ways meant to be in nature, okay? You're meant to be surrounded by green. It's like there's just so much green in this reading. There's so much mention of, you know, going out into nature, stepping out, you know. So it's like, my goodness. And now you've got this Ancients card, right? It's like you are in some ways connected to Earth more than you even think, right? So again, if you are going through any kind of health issues, it's because of your lack of connecting with Mother Earth. All right. If you're going through any problems emotionally, it's because you have not grounded yourself. You haven't stepped into Mother Earth and spent the necessary amount of time there. You need to try and spend as much time as you possibly can in Mother Nature. I think that potentially a lot of you are going through potentially some, you know, anxiety, some depression. I do see it here with the Ten of Cups reversed. And one of the reasons is because technology has really just done quite a number on you. Technology, you know, your phone, your constant social media usage, these things depress you. These things fill you with anxiety. These things really hurt you in a way that are not really, you know, it's not something that you can identify right away, but it does hurt you. It does damage you. And the only way that you can get away from that is by literally putting that down, abandoning that, going out into Mother Earth and trying to ground yourself and trying to connect with the rhythmic dance that Mother Earth has to offer you. You know, if at any time you find yourself needing to check your phone, you have an addiction. Okay, so this addiction is something that is going to hinder you. It's going to affect you. It's going to hurt you. And so it's interesting because you've got a strong message here from ancestral roots. You know, you've got here spirit guides coming in, just trying to really motivate you, trying to show you the way of the shaman, the way of the enlightened one, the way of the sun child. It's like you are being tasked to go back into what essentially is going to give you your greatest power. What's going to give you that emotional stability? What's going to give you your physical health? Right? You need to step into Mother Earth. This is a recipe. Okay, group number 3. This is a recipe for success. You need to follow this. Get away from all these technological advances. They're not advances. We're regressing, to be quite honest with you. So anyways, let's go ahead and throw an animal spirit. And when I mean regressing, I mean, you know, unfortunately, these things do offer some help, obviously. You know, technology is definitely going to, it's undeniable that it's helped us in many ways, but at the same time, it's hindered us, right? We can make a case for the fact that the suicide rates are up. We can make a case for the fact that, you know, depression is at all-time highs. You know, through all age groups. Anxiety is, and I see it, you know, I do these readings constantly, and it's constant, right, with these reversals and these anxieties and depression. And, you know, this is something that's really hindering this generation, all generations. And I feel that there's a direct line and connection to technology and our phones and social media. So try and get away from that. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Spirit Animal Oracle. This is from Colette Baron Reed. We're going to throw one card, and we're going to see what your spirit animal is going to be for this month of September. Let's see what we've got here. Ant Spirit. Okay, look at that. Ant Spirit, number 1. And the message that these little beautiful ants have for you is time to collaborate. All right, time to work together. This is nice. Again, more green. You know, it's like it's overwhelming now. But anyways, what I see with this ant spirit is that potentially there might be the opportunity to collaborate with someone for the month. If you're a creator, if you're an influencer, if you're someone who potentially is planning on starting some kind of business, there might be the opportunity to work with someone, right? So time to collaborate. Don't overthink it too much, right? Look at the benefits, and I think that you will know that this is the time to do this. Now, again, we have an influx of cash coming in, right? We have an influx of abundance that's coming into your life. So potentially that can come through this collaboration, right? You can be lifted and boosted just like that, right? With the snap of a fingers by simply collaborating with someone. So that is very interesting. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open as well. There's information out there. There might be offers. There might definitely be someone that wants to partner up with you that is going to assist you. Very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another oracle card. We're going to throw a self-love oracle. We're going to see what advice the self-love oracle has to offer us. So let's go ahead and shuffle. And throw. Share light. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. So the message is share your trials as well as your triumphs. Your stories benefit you in the telling and others in the hearing, spreading the light of transformation. Wow. Share your trials as well as your triumphs. Okay, this is very interesting. So I'm seeing just different things right here with this card. Like I'm seeing for some of you, for the creatives and for the influencers and for the people that potentially have an audience, I see that one of the things that you can do is sharing your trials, sharing your problems, sharing also your triumphs or the overcoming of those trials and tribulations, right? And that requires for you to potentially sit down, journal, write down exactly what happened, how things transpired. It's like the hero's journey, right? How I was able to overcome this thing that kept me down. And it's going to essentially benefit you in the telling of it, and other people are going to benefit from hearing it, right? You're going to be spreading the light of transformation, and so you are being tasked with sharing your light. So for those of you that don't really have an audience but are planning on potentially having an audience or want to essentially invest some time and energy into that, maybe a podcast or YouTube. I mean, there's just so many different ways for you to get your information out there, right? This is the time to do so, right? And this is the beneficial part of technology, right? Where you can go and actually share with the world what you're going through. You can essentially try and energetically do a transfer, right? Where you're potentially healing someone by providing them with the tools and the resources and helping them to get away from whatever troubles, whatever trials and tribulations they're going through. It's like, this is the true power of that technology. And it's interesting that we got this card. Thank you, Spirit, because now we get to actually talk about the benefits of the technologies that we have. So for some of you, potentially you haven't tapped into that beneficial part, right? Entirely. Maybe you're watching readings like this, so obviously there is an element of you that says that you understand, okay, I can actually gain insight and information from this that'll help me. So you understand the power of it. Now it's actually doing it. It's actually sharing it. It's actually starting it. It's taking it from point A to point Z. And so I feel like there's a lot of information. There's an abundance of information that you can share with the world that will help the world. Also, on a smaller scale, this could essentially just be your family. We do have the Ten of Cups reversed, so I do see that there is a family somehow emotionally maybe repressed or regressed, or there's definitely something going on in the family unit. So this could be offering you some information here on how to unlock this troubles that are lingering here. If you've got any trouble from the past, or if you have any unresolved emotions or unresolved issues, how to best communicate. And I feel like maybe speaking your truth for this month is going to assist you greatly. So yeah, that's just on a smaller scale there. But anyways, let's go ahead and throw another oracle. This is from the Fairy Temple Oracle deck. Let's just throw one card and see what we get. Lily of Love. Okay, Lily of Love. Transform and live and regenerate. Okay. So this is beautiful. You are being told with this card that for the month of September, you are going to be able to bring into existence something completely new into your life. Right? So there is the potential this month for you to reverse any kind of limitation, right? This has to do with, I mean, we've talked about everything quite literally. You know, this is the only group that has really offered us, you know, a reading that touches every aspect of your life, and it's really beautiful to see. I mean, this is the month where you have the potential of changing essentially every aspect of your life, right? And that's why we've got here this card talking about transformation, regeneration. So again, the potential for that influx of cash, right? The success that comes with that, the emotional stability, and also and when it comes to your health, we do see that here as well. There's just so much for you to be able to tap into for this month. It's going to transform you. There is a message from the Lily telling you to do everything with love, right? Love, love, love. Love what you do. Love the people around you. There's just this energy that if you are able to really truly comprehend what love truly means, and if you're able to truly apply it for this month, you're going to be able to extract as much wealth from this month as possible. So just do everything from a place of love. You know, if you're going to collaborate with someone, collaborate from a place of love. You know, definitely show that energy when you're talking to this person. If you're going to go out into nature, do it with an energy of love. I love nature. I love Mother Earth. I love doing this right now. You know, if you're going to share your message with the world, do it from a place of true love. I want to connect with people. I want to show them what I went through so that they can avoid those downfalls, because I truly love people and I love just the energies that are surrounding me, right? We all feel that, but for some reason, you know, we tend to shy away from it because, you know, life is life, and sometimes, you know, we go through it far harder than others. So definitely share for this month. We're gonna throw one more oracle card, the Moon Magic. And we're going to see what your positive affirmation is for the month. Let's take a look. What is your positive affirmation? Look at that. All right. So your positive affirmation for the month is, I shine my light outwards for all to see. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful message. Yes. All right. So I shine my light outwards for all to see. Moon Goddess Diana. Beautiful. So group number 3, that is what I see here. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, I am offering private readings at this time. You will have to go through my Etsy store if you desire to have a private reading. The link is in the description. Also, join me in my Patreon. Sign up to my Patreon. You will unlock many benefits, and also you'll be entered for a chance to win a private reading with me. You'll be entered into the raffle for every month, right? So thank you, seekers. Love you guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the reading. And I wish you all a very wonderful month of September. Bye-bye.